But in death, just hours after Ajit Pawar was confirmed dead in this horrifying air accident, politics erupted because that is what this country is about. Very, very senior leaders in the opposition fold are openly floating conspiracy theories, insinuating, for example, Mamata Banerjee leading this conspiracy charge, insinuating in barely, very thinly veiled terms that she has heard on the social media that Ajit Pawar was about to exit the Mahayuti, and that's when this accident has taken place. And the insinuation is a very simple one. The insinuation from people like Mamata Banerjee, some leaders in Aam Aadmi Party, some leaders in the Samajwadi Party and others are basically saying that Ajit Pawar was planning to quit the NDA fold and therefore he was taught a lesson and bumped off. That is the insinuation coming. It's not being directly said, but it's the insinuation saying we want a probe because that's what we are hearing. The UBT Sena and the Congress have joined this probe chorus, even though they are not being as direct as Mamata Banerjee. Sharad Pawar, the uncle of Ajit Pawar, ironically has shut down the doubters. He says no conspiracy, it was an accident. He has warned against such conspiracy theorists. The BJP, meanwhile, has hit back at what it calls vulture politics.
I'm very much shocked and saddened to hear the message of Ajit Pawar, Deputy Chief Minister. He died today morning in a plane crash. I'm really shocked to see the news. There is no safety and security of the people of this country. Even the political leaders, I do not know what is the fate of the opposition political parties, but they were very much with the ruling party. But before 2 days ago, I came to know that from social network that somebody from other party, they gave a statement that Ajit Pawar is willing to leave the BJP. And now what happened today, I need proper investigation under the supervision of Supreme Court. Only we have the trust on Supreme Court, no other agency. All the agencies are being totally purchased.
हे काही नुकसान झालं हे भरून निघणार नाही पण सगळ्याच गोष्टी आपल्या हातात असतात मी आज मीडियासमोर येणार नव्हतो परंतु काही विरोध करतात हा अपराध याच्यामागे काहीतरी राजकारण आहे अशा प्रकारची भूमिका कलकत्त्यावरून मांडली गेली. याच्यात राजकारण नाही, हा निव्वळ अपघात आहे. त्याच्या यातना महाराष्ट्राला आम्हा सगळ्यांना सतत असतात उभा करून इथं राजकारण आणू नये एवढंच
स्वयं वरिष्ठ नेता शरद पवार जी ने बहुत स्पष्ट रूप से कहा है कि एक हादसा हुआ है, हादसे में दुखद इस प्रकार से मौत हुई है और इस पर राजनीति न की जाए. लेकिन मुझे इस बात का बहुत दुख है कि आज हम लोग किस कगार पर खड़े हैं कि किसी के मौत पर भी इस प्रकार की गंदी और ओछी राजनीति की जाती है. मुझे बहुत दुख है कि ममता दीदी जिस प्रकार से राजनीति में नीचे के स्तर पर जा रही है, ये अपने आप में बहुत ही दुखदाई है, बहुत ही गलत है.
Vulture politics is what the BJP is calling it. Mamata Banerjee says she has heard on social media that Ajit Pawar was planning to leave the Mahayuti and therefore an investigation is necessary. Niranjan Shetty, leader of the BJP, Touseef Khan, political analyst, are with me live. Niranjan, why are you calling this vulture politics? Mamata Banerjee is asking for an investigation.
See, this is an accident. Basically, what Mamata Banerjee should know that any accident will be investigated, but the kind of things that she is leveling the allegation, asking for a probe, that is not, not expected from a seasoned politician like Mamata Banerjee. She should understand that whatever is happening, and especially when the Honorable Chief Minister also spoke, that he feels very sad when a person and a seasoned politician like Mamata Banerjee speaking in such a manner and asking for a probe. All the accidents, whatever happens, it will be 101% will be investigated, and it has to be investigated. We are not against it. But then asking for a probe, and that too from the Supreme Court, I think it is very shameful and very unacceptable to any political parties.
Okay.
Now,
Touseef, how can Mamata Banerjee say, I heard on social media that Ajit Pawar is planning to, move out of the Mahayuti and therefore it should be investigated. BJP says this is vulture politics. Some would call it distasteful. But, why say such a thing? Even Sharad Pawar has fact-checked Mamata. Let the investigation happen.
Shiv, what is surprising and shocking is that the BJP spokesperson sitting on the channel says that asking for a probe is shameful. And the government which is handling this, and months after months, we are seeing the plane crash. That is not shameful. Who will take the accountability? There has to be a probe. Yes, is it not a fact that Mr. Ajit Pawar was called chakki piecing and pissing by BJP before he was inducted in an alliance? And while during the alliance, in the recently concluded municipal election, did Mr. Ajit Pawar say or not say that I have proof of BJP's scam of 100 crore rupees? And not only Mamata Banerjee, the Aam Aadmi Party leader has also said it. The opposition leaders have said it. There has to be a proof. There has to be a probe.
No, but I understand, Touseef, I understand what you're saying. But what Mamata Banerjee is insinuating quite openly, nobody can have any question about a probe. Probe has to happen. Nobody can say probe should not happen. I agree with you on that. I am saying Mamata Banerjee is insinuating directly that the politics over Ajit Pawar, what was happening, within the Mahayuti, is the reason why he was quote unquote killed in this crash, that it was a deliberate ploy by the BJP to eliminate him. That is what Mamata Banerjee is saying.
It has to be said it in the open. Unless you don't say it in the open, the inquiry must probe this angle as well.
Niranjan, respond to that. The conspiracy angle should be investigated, says the Trinamool. Was there any problem with Ajit Pawar within the Mahayuti fold?
There was absolutely no differences or no problems at all. You have yourself seen and yourself mentioned that you yourself have covered him in the same plane. And as stated earlier also, we were having, his party was different, our party is different. We have a difference of opinion. There is in party, of course, 3 different parties, we are running a government. There can be a difference of opinion, but that does not mean that will lead to the death of any such stalwart leaders like this. And seeking a probe, I initially said, okay, it is an accident and accident will be looked into, all investigation will be done. But seeking a probe is like putting somebody into a custody, like, you are telling that we are criminals and we are here to kill all such politicians who are against us.
No, it's a very big charge. Touseef, it's a very big charge also because, any investigation will go into all these aspects anyway. Sabotage will always be one of the things that will be investigated.
Absolutely.
By adding the BJP angle, Mamata seems to be playing politics. That is the allegation against her. Now in election, look, I am a cynical journalist. I always believe in election season, sab kuch chalta hai. Even the death of a politician is a subject matter of politics. I myself personally am not alarmed. But there will be rivals and critics who will say you are playing politics over the dead body of Ajit Pawar just to score points.
No, why, the more they try and oppose a demand for an independent inquiry under the supervision of Supreme Court, the more they expose themselves, the more they throw themselves under suspicion. Why oppose? Mamata Banerjee has categorically said that all the agencies have been purchased. Please play the video. She has said agencies have been purchased. She is demanding a probe under the supervision of Supreme Court. She says we can trust the Supreme Court. Under the supervision of Supreme Court, the probe must take place, and it must also investigate the angle of any conspiracy. Who gave the clearance for this aircraft? This aircraft was already involved in an accident 3 years ago. There was a suggestion that the landing gear has some issue. The experts have ruled out the runway has nothing to do with this crash. Therefore, there are so many unanswered questions.
Sharad Pawar has said no conspiracy, stop floating conspiracies.
Will not help.
Touseef, Sharad Pawar has said, I understand what you're saying, but Sharad Pawar has asked for leaders like, Sharad Pawar is also in the India alliance fold. He has asked leaders like Mamata Banerjee to stop floating these theories. He's the uncle of Ajit Pawar.
Yes, he may be, but that does not give him any kind of authority to pass a certificate.
Okay, fair enough.
Giving a claim to BJP.
Give any authority to Mamata Banerjee also. If you say Sharad Pawar does not have any authority, so does same is common to Mr. Mamata Banerjee.
Why are you opposing the investigation?
Who's opposing? We said I am
under
saying
the supervision of Supreme Court.
See, if you have an accident of a car, that does not mean that you will not repair it and rectify it and use it. You are speaking like that. Basically, if there is some kind of cracks or damages, people are habitual in traveling in such planes. There are n numbers of incidents.
It's too much of a coincidence. In Ahmedabad crash, former Chief Minister of Gujarat was killed.
There are n numbers of crashes which happened during
Maharashtra is killed.
Where
too much of coincidence.
Part and parcel of the Congress leaders. See, if you are blaming the agencies, you have blamed the Election Commission as well. But Mamata Banerjee won in Bengal.
And Supreme Court reprimanded Election Commission for it.
You have
Election Commission refused to share data. Supreme Court had to intervene and say that you have to share the data. Supreme Court had to intervene and tell the Election Commission that you have to accept Madhyamik admit card as a proof of document.
Mamata Banerjee has been
so therefore, Supreme Court has taken a stand. Trust Supreme Court. Nothing less than a Supreme Court.
Okay. No, we are gentlemen, we are going off track. I'm out of time on this. Thank you to the both of you for joining me. The truth of the matter is politics may be played, but an investigation has to happen threadbare. All angles, including sabotage, are always going to be part of any investigation, and that is the hope from this investigation as well. And for that to happen, the NDTV, our reporters will put the pressure on the crash probe. That is my personal guarantee to my viewers tonight. From Baramati's cooperative belts to the corridors of power in Mumbai, Ajit Pawar's journey defined Maharashtra's coalition era. His death closes a chapter in a state politics marked by ambition, resilience and controversy. His story began in Baramati and it ended in Baramati.
Born on 22nd July 1959, Ajit Pawar was the nephew of veteran leader Sharad Pawar. He entered public life through the Sugar Cooperative Network, Maharashtra's traditional power nursery, before winning elections and rising rapidly within the Nationalist Congress Party. Holding portfolios like water resources, finance and planning, Ajit Pawar became known as a numbers man. Blunt, hands-on, and at times polarizing. Allies called him a doer. Critics questioned his methods. His political life was punctuated by dramatic turns. In November 2019, he briefly defected to form a surprise government with the BJP, a government that lasted just 80 hours. It was the first public crack in the NCP family. But the rupture became permanent in July 2023 when Ajit Pawar led a faction of MLAs to join the BJP-led government again, this time as Deputy Chief Minister. The move split the NCP down the middle. Months later, the Election Commission awarded his faction the party name and symbol, leaving Sharad Pawar's loyalists to rebuild under a new banner. Ajit Pawar's story was more than that of a powerful state leader. It was a mirror to India's changing politics, where alliances shift, families fracture, and survival demands reinvention. In life and in legacy, Ajit Pawar was never out of the game.
And NDTV will be reporting till late tonight and early tomorrow morning on the funeral, the farewell to Ajit Pawar. The buck stops here with Padmaja is next after this very short break, where we explore the vulture politics that has broken out over the passing of Ajit Pawar. Stay tuned.